Hi, these are Holger Keibel of Karakun.
And Tobias Christen of Swiss.
Welcome to our Swiss Text Talk, where we will present a short showcase on language analytics and semantic search for unknown document varieties. First, a quick overview on our two companies. Karakun is headquartered in Basel. We have about 50 employees. Our main business activity is to build custom software in areas where no standard solution exists on the market. And to this end, we offer our own software platforms to boost development efficiency in our customer projects. One of these platforms, called Hibu, supports language analytics and enterprise search solutions. And today, we present one Hibu-based solution by Swiss.
Swiss is Zurich headquartered, has 60 employees, was founded 12 years ago with the vision to provide complete privacy protection for end users when they store their personal digital assets. We have a consumer product which is called securesafe.com that we'll see in a second, but we make a lot of solutions for large corporations in a white label fashion. They will offer typically digital safes and mailboxes that are used for privacy protected document delivery and exchange. Now, if you have such a consumer solution, you depend on the success and the opinion of the end users. If they judge it as useful, then your solution is successful. If the end user's usefulness depends on how many documents he has in there, what he can do with these documents, and how often he accesses the documents. The amount of documents in the solution depend on the input channels, and hence there are a lot of input channels available. For example, manual document upload via desktop client with sync capabilities, mobile client with scanner, web client with uploads that we'll see in a second, but also a possibility to forward emails that contain attachments or have automatic delivery via APIs from banks, insurance companies, and or health care companies. We switch now to a demo of the end user product. While logging in, you will see on the left upper corner a drop-down menu that guides you to different containers that are available. There is a personal container that contains information that only the end user himself can see, but there is also the possibility to share documents in so-called team safes or to receive documents not visible here. If you see on the left-hand side, you see a toolbar that guides you to the different top-level items like password manager, file manager, but also the possibility to see the documents that came in via mail. We look now at the file structure. We see on the left-hand side a hierarchic document folder tree. The end user can structure it as he wants, and he or she can upload documents of any type. If you select the document, you can see on the right-hand side metadata that was provided together with the document or extracted from the document, and you can see a preview of the document. If the end user right-clicks on a document or an item in the safe, he will have the actions available. For example, send the document securely to a third party. Now, let us assume that he has a lot of documents in the safe, and Holger will show you how to search for documents in the safe.
Right, so the search functionality here is based on Hibu and comes with support for 4 languages: English, German, Italian, and French. It is equipped with all the basic search features that you expect. For instance, if you start typing, I get a number of auto completions here of suggestions how to complete my entry. I pick the German word telephone. Most of my documents in this particular safe are German, so I actually search for a German term. I get 34 documents here. I can also search for the plural form Telefone and get the same 34 documents. So you see that we have a lemmatization in place. In the results, for each result, you see an icon depicting the formal file type. This is a PDF here. You see the file name, you see the file path in the folder structure, and you see a preview on the hits inside the document together with some context. So you have 5 hits, up to 5 hits we show in this document and so forth. On the left, you see a number of facets of search filter groups. These are highly useful, especially when you have a larger result set like here. If you assume that I was actually trying to find the manual for my telephone device at home, I don't want to look through 34 documents in this list, not even at this level of search results here. I want to quickly get to the document that I'm looking for. With Google and the like, you would now go and refine your query, maybe add the word manual or the German word Bedienungsanleitung up in the query. But here with the facets, you can actually go and click on the document type manual, and there you only have 5 documents left. And right there, that's the manual on my phone at home. So that was fast. You see that some of the facets that we offer here are based on structured metadata, such as the formal file type or the creation date of the file. You can filter for a range of dates here. Further up, you see more semantic facets, such as the semantic document type we've just used, or the organizations being mentioned in the documents in my result set, or the locations being mentioned there, or the persons being mentioned there. Now, these semantic facets are all based on Hebrew classifiers and information extractors. And some of these classifiers and extractors are rule-based, while others are trained using statistical algorithms. And of these trained ones, some are trained on wikidata.org. The nice side effect of that is that some of our facets are actually cross-linguistic, meaning that they have a translation, and that you can see here. Even though most of my documents in this save are German, my facets here, my filters in this facet are translated to English. And that's picked because my UI language here is set to English. If I switch that to German, then you will see the German translations of those facets. Now, the available filters in this application are very broad and flexible, and this is highly important in this application because we want the users to be useful, the facets to be useful for all users, no matter which range of documents they upload to their save. All that being said, some of these search features are what you expect of a search functionality, but it was not that easy to achieve that in this particular application, and Toby will tell you why.
As we mentioned before, the product provides full privacy protection, which means that no one else but the end user can access the data, which again means that if you introduce search, that also should not reveal any data to any system administrator. And typically indexes contain as much or even more information as the original files. Hence, all the indexes need to be encrypted, which again means that you need to have an index per end user, which is a large challenge in terms of scalability and performance. If you continue to the next slide, we'll have an overview of the semantic data analysis and how it provides value. On the left-hand side, data comes in one of the many channels that we mentioned before. It's analyzed by the Hebrew engine that Holger introduced. It is encrypted in a privacy-protected manner in the middle with the second section. And then later on, the end user can make use of all this data and information with some modules, such as the manual search that we have just seen. But there is also other modules in the future available, such as a data management, like contract managers that show you all the contracts in your safe, or timelines that may show you all the medications that you have taken or are prescribed.
Both companies recently started a joint innovation project together with SUPSI in Lugano, which is co-funded by InnoSwiss. And here we have 3 main goals. One is to incorporate state-of-the-art neural networks in the Hebrew classifiers and extractors. And that would allow us to provide a broader range of search filters. And I've before stressed how important these filters are to support this particular application, given the range of documents that users can upload. And also to be more flexible for customer-specific needs and training data for a broader range of applications to be able to provide specific facets there too. Secondly, the goal is to provide smart actions in secure, safe with text-based triggers. For instance, if you have an incoming document and the system could then go and propose a folder where to store that document, or if you have an incoming document and the system thinks this is an invoice, then the system could go and pre-fill a bank transfer form, which the user would then confirm or change before submitting that bank transfer. In either case, and there are many more potential smart actions like that, the user will interact with a smart action, with a proposed action by the system, and thus create feedback to that proposal. And this feedback can then be used to train personalized models in our classifiers and extractors. And ultimately, that would allow us to provide filters that are fine-tuned to the user-specific universe of documents and to their specific expectations and preferences, how these filters should behave. And with that, we thank you very much for your time and say bye-bye.
Bye.